guys, welcome back. Today we are decorating for Christmas and almost everything is DIYs from the dollar store. I always start with the mantle, and my go-to Christmas decor is always starting with inexpensive garland and then layering on lots of Dollar Tree picks and ornaments in different colors. This year I'm going with a gold, teal, and red theme. This wreath, it's pretty rough looking, I'm gonna be honest. I bought it for $5 at a yard sale years ago, and it looks like it was ran over by a truck. But when you add a bunch of dollar store little ornaments and little things that I've collected over the years to it, it definitely looks much prettier. And again, this year I'm all about the teal and red combination. I did decide to swap out those burgundy red poinsettias for some gold ones, and all of the ornaments, everything you see here is from the Dollar Tree, and I topped it off with a reindeer that I found for $10 from Walmart a couple of years ago. Making our Christmas memories. I really love having a pretty set table, and I always start with a table runner. This one was from HomeSense for just $10, and I'm doing a long box. You see the 3 glass vases? Those were made from Dollar Tree things, and I'm going to put the link to that video below. So I'm adding those to the long box and then filling it up with other Dollar Tree picks, garland, and a couple of different ornaments I picked up at the Dollar Tree to just really fill it in. I love the combination of teal and red, and I'm adding Dollar Tree plates and chargers with some homemade napkin rings using reindeer ornaments, again from the Dollar Tree. I just love this color combination. And again, everything in this centerpiece was created with things from the Dollar Tree. And I've been longing to hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Now it's time to decorate our really inexpensive, sparse little Charlie Brown tree. It was a really inexpensive tree, but adding a lot of the big fat ribbon you see here from Walmart helps to fill it in. And then we're using a lot of picks from the Dollar Tree. These big long fans I picked up from Dollarama, and the poinsettias are from Dollarama as well, but a lot of the other decorations come from the Dollar Tree. We of course have our little special ornaments, but the majority of the decorations that you see here are definitely dollar store decorations. I just love this tree. I think it looks so full and beautiful, and again, can I say I love the combination of teal and red. Till the sun comes up, these are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. To add some teal and red on the sofa, I actually just pinned some homemade felt poinsettias, just cut out of felt and safety pinned onto the teal pillows that I already had to add that little bit of color on the sofa. And I'm adding the centerpiece. Again, I have a video down below of how I made this, everything from the Dollar Tree in a teal tray I already had right here on the coffee table. In the corner, I'm just making a little bar with an old TV tray and a blanket scarf and this cute little double-tiered thingamabobber I got from HomeSense, and alcohol that we never drink. That's probably old and kind of stale, but I really love having it out in case unexpected guests drop by. We have a little bar in the corner. So good to see you again, baby, this. In the kitchen, I added our DIY hot cocoa station, and I used 2 teal mason jars that I already had and just added 2 Dollar Tree picks for a pop of Christmas color in the windowsill. I love decorating for Christmas, and I really love this teal and red combination with the gold. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think it's so pretty. And it's fun taking just regular Dollar Tree stuff and putting it together for a really pretty and high-end looking decor. So thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this with DIY Dollar Tree Christmas decor ideas. We'll see you then. Hey guys, thanks so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. So it's story time, but not a funny story time. Hopefully an inspiring story time. I've always been a slob, just like a person who, I'm scatterbrained, as you know, and I'm just like a naturally disorganized, kind of irresponsible, flighty person, which means my home was usually really chaotic. Just my whole life has always been chaos. It's just a hot mess. And when I was a stay-at-home mom, I had 2 little kids under 2. That's when it hit me the most. Like it became most apparent that I had an issue. Yes, I was a slob, like I had paths before, you know, in my apartment, but I was a teenager. But as a parent trying to run a household and take care of kids, I was crazy frantic. Like I couldn't even drink a hot coffee. I just felt like I had so much going on, and yet I was accomplishing nothing. And the work was never ending. And I felt like a bird in a cage, plucking out all my feathers because I was going crazy. And my husband, I said to him, I was like, I am doing things and nothing's getting done and I'm feeling stressed and blah. And he's like, work harder, not smarter. Like as he leaves the door to go to work, you know? And I kind of wanted to throat punch him. Like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? It's easy for you to say, buddy. And then I was watching TLC and the show Clean Sweep came on, and it was Peter Walsh who was the host of the show, and he was organizing people's homes, and he was saying like to set up easy systems so they could work smarter, not harder. So I'm not giving my husband credit for that, but that's when the light bulb went off that like, oh man, like if I got organized, I'd have more time for crap. And organization didn't come naturally to me. So I tried like traditional organizing methods and failed miserably. And then I did the dishpan thing, which I've talked about in other videos, where I just like toss stuff into macro organized bins from like across the room. And that worked for me. And the crazy thing is, I started having more time because I knew where everything was. I didn't have to look for things and I wasn't stressed out anymore. And my life just started getting easier. So then I became obsessed with organization and thought I was some sort of organizing genius with the dishpan macro thing. And I started a YouTube channel called Malato79, videoing myself doing these things in my home. And then I was like, you know what? I'm such an amazing organizer. I'm gonna start an organizing business. And at this point I was running a daycare at home, but I was at weekends and on evenings, I was organizing other people's homes, and I was staying up all night to like make videos for my YouTube channel. And after 3 freaking years of this, I finally started making money on YouTube on my Malato79 channel. And I thought, I'm gonna quit my daycare job. You know, like I can just do this, something I'm passionate about, for a living. And I had some clients lining up and things were going really well. And it all came crashing down within the same month. So I got an email from YouTube, from Google AdSense, that they had canceled my AdSense revenue because of invalid clicking, which I had no idea what it meant. And at the time, there was like 1 strike, you're out for life. So they would not give me that channel back. So basically my YouTube channel I had spent 3 or 4 years building was gone. Like it's still there, but I had no ability to ever make money as a YouTuber again. And my clients, who I thought I was some organizing genius with this macro bin system, they started calling me because I said, call me if it doesn't work and I'll do it for free. And they weren't working. So I kept having to go back to clients for free and organize, and it wasn't working. And I had lost my YouTube channel, and I felt so just defeated. Like I worked for something for years and it was all taken away. And obviously this wasn't what I was meant to do. And I had 2 choices. I could quit, even bothering, and keep doing daycare, or I could keep doing daycare and try again. So that's what I did. I started a new channel under my husband's name called Clutterbug because I had started to realize that the reason that my clients, it was failing for them was because they organized differently. So I had identified different organizing styles and came up with this rough idea in my head of different clutter bugs and different systems for each of these clutter bugs. It was really raw and I didn't really know what I was doing, but I started a new channel and now this is what I do for a living. And I look back at that, the most devastating time when I lost all of that and I was at that, you know, that fork in the road where I could have made 2 decisions. It failed and I could have given up or I could have kept trying. And it was a lot of work. It was years before I started making money again. And was a long, horrible battle, but I kept at it because I knew that it was something I was passionate about. It turned out that losing my YouTube channel, it was crazy devastating and I cried for like a month, was the best thing that ever happened to me. It forced me to start Clutterbug, and it forced me to not put all my eggs in the YouTube basket. I realized that I couldn't depend on my YouTube channel for revenue, and I had to have clients, and then I started doing printables and books and other ways to have revenue than just one thing, and it's grown into this amazingly cool little Clutterbug community that I never, ever, ever would have had I stuck with Malachose 79. So sometimes our huge epic failures can actually be a gift, and they can turn into something that we never even thought we could ever have in a million years. So I know this is a long-winded and unfunny story, but I wanted to share it with you in case you've had epic failures or you have epic failures coming in your life. Know that honestly, it could be the best thing that could ever happen to you. We'll see you next time.